today we're looking at the Star card. So we've just been through quite a few challenging cards that are quite difficult phases of life. They represent difficult time periods within a person's life. When we reach the Star, it's good to know that at last now we are entering into a much more gentle phase, a lot more positive, with a lot more light. So after the challenges and the losses that we may have faced in the previous card of the Tower, the state that we can often find ourselves in now is a state of rawness and exposure. And I believe that is the reason why the lady in the card is naked. It's showing in the card how after such dramatic destruction and challenging times, we will find ourselves in a place of very much needing healing, but in a place of vulnerability. The Star shows up to be our guiding light in that stage. It shows up to guide us on the next part of our journey when we need it most. It shows up to guide us to the knowing that things can be good again. It gives us hope. It gives us a sense that renewal is possible and even success after such hard times. The Star is an extremely healing card. We're now in a phase of vulnerability which requires healing, and the Star is very good at portraying the message that from vulnerability, or in the state of vulnerability, this is what sets the perfect stage really for that healing to take place and for our growth into the future. You can see the Star as very much the calm after the storm. So now we'll look at the symbolism of the Star card. Bringing our attention then first of all to the lady in the card, who is naked in this card, but I have had to cover her up. So she's seen here kneeling by a pool of water, pouring water from the two pictures that she's holding. And the nakedness represents purity, vulnerability and truth. It symbolises being open and honest with oneself and the world. She's often seen as looking very calm and serene, where she embodies peace and a sense of renewal. So looking at the two pictures, one is being poured, the water's been poured into the pool, and on the other one, the water is being poured onto the land. So the water being poured into the pool represents the unconscious mind and the spiritual nourishment, whereas the water that's been poured onto the land symbolises the physical world and material abundance. Together they signify the flow of life and the balance between spiritual and earthly realms. The pool of water, it's a calm pool of water, and it represents the subconscious, intuition and emotional depth. It suggests a period of reflection and inner peace. The solid ground of the land symbolises the physical world, grounding and manifestation, highlighting the importance of bringing spiritual insights into everyday life. Here at the top we have the 8-pointed star. This is quite a large star. It's bright yellow or gold, and it represents hope, inspiration and its guidance from the divine also. The 7 smaller stars that you can see scattered around symbolise the chakras, or the 7 classical planets, indicating harmony and alignment with the cosmos. The 8 points of the stars also suggest balance, strength, and the idea of affinity and renewal. The background of this card is symbolic of a clear, starry night sky. And the night sky represents the vastness of the universe, the connection to higher realms, and the promise of hope and inspiration, suggesting that even in darkness there is light and guidance. Here you see a bird perched on the tree, which is often depicted as an ibis. The bird can symbolise the soul, spiritual ascension, and higher knowledge. It also represents renewal and the cyclical nature of life. So that is the symbolism of this card, and later today I will be talking about the interpretations.